cardio session for you, but unlike any other muscle building cardio, we're calling it the wavelength cardio. For this, we need a 50-foot piece of rope, a medicine ball, and a kettlebell, just one, to be mission success here. Wavelength cardio is a muscle building cardio. Muscle building cardio is that 20-25 duration period, high intensity, balls to the wall kind of cardio session that builds the endurance of the muscle without eating the muscle. That's what's real imperative, guys. Building the endurance without eating. When you pass that 25-minute while you're going hard and stuff, your body has no option but to eat your muscle for energy, because the carbohydrates are burned out, man. And with that pounding of a heart rate, that high intensity shit, right? Your body knows better than try to break down fat to sustain that kind of high octane intensity activity you're doing. It knows that. It doesn't even try. So it goes right past the fat after the carbs are burned and hits what? The muscle mass that we've been trying to build and maintain. Mission failure. Muscle building cardio gives you the benefit of both. Meaning it builds the endurance of the muscle without robbing you of the muscle tissue you're trying to build. Key point. This workout is made up into 15 exercises. Each exercise, we break down the module, is 1-minute iterations. Each minute is then divided into a 20 and 40-second module. The 20-second module are going to be wavelengths with the rope, on all 15 of them. Different types of wavelengths. You can go individuals, you can go joint, you can go right circles, left circles, you can do one arm right, one arm left, a lot of different ways to do it. We use them all. Keep that variation, keep the body guessing. But 20 seconds of every single 15 duration exercises, the first 20 seconds of that minute, each 15 of them, wavelengths. No stop. Right after the 20 seconds, you go into a 40-second module of exercises. I picked 15 unique ones that are challenging, fun, sports related and everything else. Keep you going, keep it competitive, but also hits the entire body. It hits the legs, it hits the abs, hits the shoulders, the chest, the arms, the back, everything else. And keeps it fun. You know, it's not benign. It's very interesting, keeps the body guessing, keeps it going. But guess what? When you finish each iteration, there's no fucking break. You're going to the next one, and then the next one. The only type of rest you might have is a transition period from one exercise moving to the other exercise. Couple seconds, maybe 10 at the most lag time. You add up those 15 duration lag times, it'll probably be a 20-minute module. All of these exercises, guys, you can change up any way you want. I'm giving you 15 unique ones. You can make up anything you want. Whatever you're good at. Maybe you got a sore leg or something one day, you can't do some of these. Swap them in and out, it's interchangeable. As well as the duration of each iteration. I mean, it doesn't have to be a 20 to a 40 seconds. It can be 30-30. It can be 40-20. It can be 10-50, 50, whatever you want to do. But go off to where you are currently. Because where you are right now is where you're growing from. It's not who you are, it's just where you are. Build it, encourage it, come in with a mission plan, achieve that mission, motivate it, come back the next day and kick more ass. That's progression, guys. Don't go in there and try to compete with somebody else that's more experienced or in better shape than you. Compete at your level, but just beyond that. They say everybody, no matter how much money they have, they always live outside their means. You must work out outside your means of current conditioning if you ever want to grow that. So let's look at the word wavelength. What is a fucking wavelength? A wavelength equals the shape, the height of the wave over the frequency of which it goes from one module to another iteration. As it passes that wave through it, that is called the wavelength. From bottom to top, the bottom and back to orientation in one segment, that's the wavelength. The thing about a wavelength, the definition, is that it's a movement that never changes. It's a repetitive movement that's the same over and over and over again. From this module to that module to that module, one cycle, one cycle, one cycle. Constant. This workout, muscle building cardio, sure, yeah, man. We'll build our endurance of the muscle. Great, love it, check that box. But while we're at it, let's check a few more motherfuckers. Let's just not challenge the body. Let's challenge the mind. Let's get out here where everyone's fucking in cruise control in life. Let's see if we can't make something happen here. Maybe make them fucking think twice too. Got construction workers gonna come here, start working on the fucking, the road and stuff. You know, they're forced to do that. That's their job. We're doing this right now because we believe in our life. This is where all your money's gonna be, guys. 20 seconds of every iteration. We got 15 of them. So it's about a 20-minute workout with the transition time from exercise to exercise. There are no breaks here, guys. No breaks whatsoever. It's a minute on to another minute on to another minute on, 15 of them. A little bit of time to move to the next exercise, whatever you're gonna do. But you're huffing and puffing, whatever you can do. Just continue to move. That's progress. If you fall forward on your face, not on your ass backwards. Always moving forward, guys. Here we go. First thing we're gonna do, 20 seconds, wavelengths. Here we go. Right away, medicine ball slams. Working the abs, the core. Pick this guy up, over your head, slam it down. 40 seconds worth, catch it and go. This wavelength workout is done in between a highway and a road. People coming home from work late at night, doing the same module every day. 9 to 5, 9 to 5, living for the weekends. 9 to 5, make a little bit of coin, so they can do what they love with who they love. But the majority of their life is spent in a cubicle doing what they hate next to the motherfucker they hate too. It doesn't make any sense. As time goes on, the windows of opportunities close and they look around like, fuck, man, I just had some bad breaks in your life. You know, things didn't work out my way. Bullshit. Take some ownership. Your life is exactly what you wanted. Because every day, you've had choices to make. You're responsible and credible for every single choice. The small ones that you don't even remember, you don't even think anyone else will have credibility or ownership of. Some do have ownership of them. The little tiny nuggets of life, the harder paths, the little tiny seeds that bear the fucking great oak in the forest. They all get planted one day, the little saplings before they turn to the monster. On your account, every single day, you've made the choices. You've connected the dots, drawn the lines, and formed the tapestry of your life that you look in the mirror right now hating. And that's the best thing you got coming probably, is death. Where all the pain's over with. Or you can stop being the fucking wavelength. The constant progression that never changes. Because the only thing that changes a wavelength in the equation of what a wavelength is, isn't quite the shape, but the frequency of which is divided by. That coincides with the intensity of you, your willpower, what you want. A normal wavelength will never change unless the frequency of the motor fucking changes it. And with a higher frequency, greater output, greater dreams, greater belief in oneself.